That's the thing about service dogs. They never stop training. You have to keep up with established skills. On our adventure.
Ah, you got freezing cold here.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. I slept great last night. I really needed that good night's sleep. So this morning I'm doing okay. And I think I have an issue with my most recent infusion supply delivery. They deliver on Wednesday, so I got it yesterday, but I didn't check the bags because Judd usually unpacks it and something's not quite right. Usually my infusion bags look like this. This is saline, and the lactated ringers looks exactly the same. It's just a different solution inside, and it's compatible with this tubing. But this time they gave me a bag that looks like this. And I don't mind if it looks different, but this is what you pull off to spike the bag with the tubing. And it's so much bigger. I do not think this tubing spike that's supposed to go in the bag will accommodate this hole. So I'm gonna have to call my home health company and ask what's up, because if they sent me this and they sent me compatible tubing, that'd be fine, but they did not. So guess I'm not getting lactated ringers today, but I can still mix my let's see, ow, hit myself. I can still mix these two little vials into the saline bag to make it a banana bag. Made it downstairs. I called my home health company and they said it's really strange that they gave me new infusion bags with no tubing to accommodate it, or they didn't just give me what I usually get. So they're gonna look into it and give me a call back, but when the saline bag reaches room temperature, I'll start infusing. I can infuse it cold, I just prefer not to because then I can feel it and it's kind of weird, but it doesn't hurt. Anyways, I am making a playlist called Custom Wheelchair Vlogs. I know a lot of y'all are interested in that process of me getting my custom wheelchair. So anytime I have a vlog where I mention an update or something like that, it'll be in that Custom Wheelchair Vlogs playlist. Also, Judd is home. He is doing a late shift today at work, so he doesn't have to go into work until like 2, I think. So he's sleeping in because he needs to sleep in to accommodate for how late he has to stay up tonight. But I'm sure you'll see him before he goes to work. And lastly, I have to say, thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. That is, I'm just so humbled that so many people have taken an interest in my story and are helping me reach my goal of spreading awareness for invisible illnesses, chronic illnesses, disabilities, service dogs. It's really humbling and I'm so grateful, so thank you. I was gonna do my exercises this morning, but I realized I have a home physical therapy session this afternoon and I definitely don't want to push my body too far. So instead of doing exercises, I'm gonna do an extra long training session with Harlow. What do you think? We are working on something new. We are working on something called reverse. Janice was doing this with Orion. I loved it. I want to do it. It's a good body awareness exercise. Harlow doesn't need treats anymore, but when we learn something new, I bring treats back in for her. We're using little pieces of carrots today. So my balance isn't great. I'm holding on to the media chest to help me balance because I stand to do this one. Okay, Harlow, stand. Reverse, reverse. Good. All the way. Reverse. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, good girl. So basically she just walks in a circle backwards around me. And before I used to have to scoop her whole body around because she just didn't get it. And now I just lightly touched the outside of her hip and she uses that to guide herself around me. It's really cool. Reverse, reverse. See, that's where she gets stuck. And then I just lightly touch. Good girl! And she uses that to guide her around. Harlow has a delicious breakfast. A little bit late because it had to thaw out. Spin. Okay, I won't make you do much because it is a late breakfast. I'm sure you're hungry. I was going to do her prep for the week, but I forgot to thaw out the organs. So instead I will do veggie pops today. Judd is up and he got down the blender.
Good morning, almost afternoon. I slept in because I have a late shift this evening and I'm gonna be leaving in a couple hours or so.
Did you like your fan last night, baby?
Yeah, it was nice having a fan. God, so some little things in life, the little things.
We got new fans yesterday and Judd's so happy about it.
Very happy.
Got more nutrition in my feeding tube bag, and now I'm just gonna relax with my husband till he's gotta go to work. I was showing Judd Harlow's new trick, and she's already getting better. Harlow, reverse. Reverse. Good girl. Reverse. See? There you go. Yes! Good girl! All I have to do is like lightly tap and she's got it. You're so good!
Hippo is patiently waiting to play with my feet so she can get a good scratch in.
She just stands there waiting
for hours
to scratch her butt or something. So you're taking that?
Yeah, I'm having a cookout.
Because they're working late, they're gonna have a cookout, I guess, and they're taking our grill.
Well, that's what happens when they make us do class from 3 to midnight.
Harlow's following it. Made myself a tasty sandwich. This generally settles well in my stomach. Turkey and cucumber in there. Made Judd a sandwich too. He's getting ready for work now.
Thank you guys for 50,000 followers. That's awesome.
Yeah, and to celebrate, as an extra thank you, we're gonna do a live stream this Saturday, the 29th, I believe, at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna have a YouTube live stream.
We are.
Because we appreciate y'all all so much.
Very much.
Judd is off to work. I did some more training drills with Harlow, and that's the thing about service dogs. They never stop training. You have to keep up with established skills. And you know, there is like, my dog is a service dog in training, or my dog is a service dog. I guess at this point, I would consider Harlow a service dog rather than a service dog in training because she's very proficient in all the task work she does. She's very well behaved in public. When we go out, it's no longer a training thing. It's just Harlow knows what she's doing. So she is my service dog, but like I said, you have to keep up with established skills, and there could be new things for her to learn as my disabilities change and I need more from her and things like that. She's also learning counterbalance and bracing. She doesn't know them fully yet, but like I said, we can add to her repertoire as the nature of my disabilities change. And the other thing is there's no such thing as a registration, certification, or ID for service dogs in the United States. There are websites that offer such things, but what they give you has no legal standing whatsoever in the United States. They're kind of like scam sites after your money. What makes a service dog is the fact that their handler has a disability, not just a chronic illness, a disability, meaning it substantially limits one or more major life activity. And the dog has been individually trained to perform task work or do work to mitigate their handler's disability. And so Harlow meets that requirement. Of course, there's also the thing that service dogs have to be very well behaved and whatnot. Training is extensive and generally takes about 2 years. But like I said, training is lifelong because you got to keep up with established skills. And that's what we were doing just now, more training drills to keep her sharp. But unfortunately, my stomach started to hurt a lot from eating, even though that's a safe food. I can eat a safe food and it can still make me sick because, like I've said before, even if I do everything right, chronic illness isn't always fair. But that's why I came to the couch to rest. And that's my little info on service dogs, I guess. Unfortunately, I did not keep that food down from lunch. Even though it's usually a safe food for me, my stomach rejected it. I mean, even when I do everything right, things can still go wrong because that's life with chronic illness. But I pushed an IV Zofran and I started my infusion for the day. Home health company called and said they had a mix up with the lactated ringer bag, so they'll be sending me some new ones tomorrow. And now I'm just gonna rest until the physical therapist gets here. I am alive. Gosh, I crashed so hard after that vomiting spell. It just took so much out of me. And I rested, then physical therapy came, and because of my fainting episode from my POTS yesterday, I couldn't do so much exercise today. I felt really tachycardic and like I was gonna pass out again, but my physical therapist was understanding, so we cut the session a little bit short, and after he left, I crashed hard again and slept for a long time. But when I woke up, I was feeling a little bit more human. That's good. I'm going to get started on Harlow's Veggie Pops, and today we have something new. Bell peppers. They are high in vitamin C and good for dogs. Harlow's never had one, so let's see if she'll eat it. You'll eat anything, won't you? You're a golden. And of course she has carrots, broccoli, spinach. I'm gonna put some apple cider vinegar in there. It's gonna be good.
veggie pops are done. What do you think, Hippo? I see you supervising over here.
All right, and those go in the freezer to freeze. The thing about blending the veggies is that dogs digest vegetables better if they're blended. So that's why I do this. It's part of her raw diet. We follow biologically appropriate raw fed protocol, which is why I also do fruits and vegetables in addition to her meat. Well, I have been resting. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache, but no big deal. I'm going to feed Harlow now. I'm not sure if the veggie pops will be done, but it's her dinner time, so let's go to the kitchen. Another delicious meal for Hippo. She's got blueberries, pineapples, her yogurt pop, and of course all her meat. This week she has goat and lamb and ground beef and chicken breasts, and of course the organ component. And this came out, well, they're still kind of slushy, but I think it's good enough to give her one now. I need 2 hands for it. There we go. I mean, they're not totally frozen yet, but good enough. Ta-da! Good. Good girl. One more. Okay. There she goes. She went straight for the yogurt pop. And not eating her veggies. Oh, there she goes. Good girl. All right, she ate her veggies. I made it upstairs and Harlow's on the bed waiting for me to come snuggle her. Oh, making it up the stairs, that is a victory in itself because that was a struggle. And then I took my pills, did my breathing treatment, washed my face, brushed my teeth, did that. I cleaned my feeding tube, flushed my feeding tube, put a new feed bag in with new nutrition. I'm ready to hook up for the night because if y'all see, I'm free for the second, not hooked up. It's okay to do that for like a few minutes because I'm about to sort out my pills for the week. But even with the clamp on this feeding tube clamped all the way down, it still leaks. And that's why one of the reasons I'm excited to change it to the GJ button August 1st, because it won't leak, supposedly, hopefully, we'll see. But I am planning to give a detailed update about how I'm doing with this feeding tube and everything. I'm gonna do it the day before I get my GJ button, so the day before August 1st, that upload will have a detailed update on my feeding tube. And now I'm gonna do my pills for the week. Ta-da! What do you think, Hippo? Pills are done for the week. I got this pill case at Walgreens. I'm sure you can get one at any pharmacy. They're awesome, but they don't come in pink. Oh well, purple is a good color too. Made it into bed. I'm snuggling with my pup and hooked up to my feeds. Oh, and we got Ellie the elephant here, of course. Harlow, this is my toy, so don't even think about it. Just lay there and be cute. We're gonna snuggle and watch some Shark Tank and go to sleep. I guess Judd's gonna kick you out of his spot when he gets home, but I'll probably sleep through that. I wanna say thanks again for 50K. Y'all are incredible and y'all are why we do what we do. Thank you for the support. Don't forget we have a Thanks for 50K YouTube live stream Saturday the 29th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see y'all there. And with that, I will say goodnight and thanks for joining us on our adventure.